Hello, Dr. Anand Raut, sir. Hello. Hello, Dr. Anand Raut, sir. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Hello.
Yes,
I
ma'am, you
think,
are audible.
yes. Dr. Anand Raut, sir, he has joined, no? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello,
Yes,
sir.
ma'am.
Hello. Hello, Dr. Anand Raut, sir. Are you there? Hello, good afternoon to all.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Hello, Dr. Anand Raut, sir. Are you there?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Hello, Raut, sir. You are not audible. He had joined, but not responding.
म्यूट आहेत पण मॅडम. देशपांडे मॅम.
सगळं वगैरे ते काय कळायला मला. Hello, sir. Hello, Raut, sir. You are not audible.
Good evening, Anand Raut, sir. Dr. Anand Raut, good evening.
He is not audible, madam. He is trying to join from another device. There is a
Okay,
problem from his side.
okay.
Within 2-3 minutes, he will join.
Yes. Okay, no problem.
Okay, am I audible now? I have joined from
Yes,
some other
yes, sir.
device.
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Okay, great.
And
Good evening.
Warm welcome to you, sir, on this virtual platform of Honorable Dr. Punjabrao alias Bhausaheb Deshmukh Memorial Lecture Series on Perspectives of IPR in India, which is interdisciplinary at national level and which is organized by our college, Sri Shivaji Education Societies, Dr. Punjabrao Deshmukh College of Law, Amravati, on the day of Punya Smaran of Honorable Dr. Bhausaheb Deshmukh, sir, and it is scheduled on 10th April and 11th April 2025. And you are resource person for third technical session, and I welcome you from the bottom of heart, sir. And in capacity of convener of this uh, Dr. Bhausaheb Memorial Lecture Series, I, Dr. Bhagesri Deshpande, welcome all the participants and all the delegates and dignitaries here on this virtual platform. And now over to Dr. Archana Augan, madam.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, madam.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Firstly, I pay my humble tribute to Dr. Punjabrao alias Bhausaheb Deshmukh. Myself, Dr. Archana Augar, teaching faculty of Dr. Punjabrao Deshmukh College of Law, Amravati. Dr. Punjabrao Deshmukh College of Law, Amravati has organized Honorable Dr. Punjabrao alias Bhausaheb Deshmukh Memorial Lecture Series on Perspective of IPR in India. As we are going to start technical session 3, today's honorable resource person is Dr. Anand Raut sir, Assistant Professor, Maharashtra National Law University, Mumbai. I heartily welcome you, sir. Dr. Anand Raut sir is Assistant Professor of Law at Maharashtra National Law University, Mumbai, has over a decade of academic experience. He has served as the head of postgraduate department, contributing to the field of legal education. Dr. Raut sir has specializes in variety of legal areas such as technology, antitrust law, contracts, and property laws, which informs his teaching and approach to legal issues. His involvement in the research is noteworthy, leading a project on women policing in Maharashtra supported by the National Commission for Women. Additionally, as project director for a study funded by the Indian Council of Social Science Research, ICSSR, he explores interplay of social media, data privacy, and IT intermediary guidelines 2021, demonstrating his expertise in technology, law, and related areas. Dr. Raut's educational background includes a postdoctoral research in technology law, PhD in cyber crimes, data protection and human rights, and masters in business laws and science and technology laws. His career at Maharashtra National Law University, Mumbai began at its inception. His roles have included head of the postgraduate department, deputy director of the Center for Information Technology, Communication Law, and membership in various academic committees. Dr. Raut has authored educational materials for Dr. D.Y. Patil University, Pune, and modules for EPG Pathshala project and National Law Institute University, Bhopal. His research includes studies on resettlement and rehabilitation laws. Active in the academic committee, Dr. Raut participates in seminars, conferences, and workshops, television shows, presenting paper on various legal topics and contributing to discussions on law and technology. His work in legal education, research, and practice is really commendable. So I welcome you on behalf of Dr. Punjabrao Deshmukh College of Law, sir. Sir, today's topic of speech for technical session 3 is GI, Geographical Indications and Laws for Farmers. So welcome you, sir,
Anand,
and
Dr.
request you to
Anand,
for the
heartiest
session.
and warm welcome, and very happy to have you here today. And I'm really amazed and glad to see your increasing graph in academic career.
All your blessings, ma'am. All your blessings.
Congratulations, congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
It is
Hope,
always pleasure to hear you.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Hope I'm audible for the participants. Yeah,
Yes,
thank you.
sir, you are audible.
So first and foremost, I would be paying my humble tributes to Dr. Punjabrao Deshmukh, alias Bhausaheb Deshmukh, on his death anniversary. it is both an honor and privilege to deliver this session at this memorial series on perspectives of IPR in India. My thanks to Chief Patron, Honorable Shri Harshavardhanji Deshmukh, President of Shri Education Society. And my thanks and sincere appreciation to my mentor, Professor Dr. Varsha Deshmukh, for organizing this series and bringing out the unique blend of Bhausaheb's work, IPR regime, and farmer welfare. This is yet another amongst so many initiatives ma'am has taken up and is led by her. She's known for her dynamism and her scholar, and she has always inspired us. So with that, I thank her and I also congratulate her.
You
My-
are being very modest. It is all efforts of Bhageshi Deshpande, madam, who
Yes.
have. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, beta.
So under the captain's able leadership, the team is really doing very well. And I was coming to that point that my uh, congratulations and appreciations to the organizing committee, especially to Professor Bhagyashri Deshpande. She has been relentlessly coordinating for the program and taking up all the efforts that are required. So congratulations for the yesterday's successful conduct of program and wishes for the rest of the program. The sessions I have been attending, I attended few yesterday and I would be attending the rest of them. They were really enriching. And I can just hope and pray that I'm able to do justice to what has come to me. I was given the understanding that the participants for this program might be from diverse background. So I have tried to keep everything in loop and a little bit of law. So I will not go into too much of technical interpretations, nuances, and critical understanding of the law. But through this session, I would try to answer 5 questions and I would try to touch upon 5 things. First, of course, for those who does not have much of an understanding about GI. So first it would be what is in fact GI is. Second is why the GI law is a part of an IPR. GI law is considered as sui generis law. And it's very distinct, it's unique, but still it's a part of IPR and it's not part of IPR both. So we'll discuss that. What exactly are these GI Act and rules? In brief, we'll discuss them. Fourth, how GI law is helping farmers. And fifth, of course, how Dr. Punjabrao Deshmukh's contribution has laid foundations for farmers benefiting from GI and related laws. So first of all, what is a GI? To explain in a very simpleton terms, GI is a tag that you give to a product if a product belongs from a geographical position, from a particular geography. Now, because the product belongs from a particular place, a particular geography, the qualities that are generally identified with that place also gets attached to that product. So, we can say that GI is a label or a name used on products to show that they come from a specific place and special qualities because of that place. So when we think of grapes coming from Nasik, when we think of mangoes coming from Devgarh, when we think of tea coming from Darjeeling, we attribute a certain sense of quality to them. We assume a certain sense of standard of quality towards them. And if I grow mangoes, if I grow grapes in my backyard, if I grow tea in my backyard and call them as Darjeeling tea or a Devgarh mango or a Nasik grape, then that would be unfair to the producers or the farmers over there. And this is what it is all about. It's being fair. It's being for the welfare of the farmers over there. And that is what GI law tries to do. If we look at the definition that is given by WIPO, let's make it a little bit more technical. sounding definition. They say a geographical indication is a sign used on products that originate from a specific geographic location, which we have just now discussed, and possesses qualities or a reputation attributable to that origin, ensuring authenticity and protecting producers from exploitation. So qualities, characteristics, or reputation of a product essentially due to the place of origin gets protected. And since the qualities depend upon the geographical place of production, there's a clear link between the product and its original place of production. Now, moving on, very fair enough an idea we have gotten of what GI is. But then why is it a part of IPR, or is it really a broader part of what we think and what we understand IPR regime is? GIs are recognized under a broader IPI framework because they involve exclusive right to use a name or a sign which is granted to producers in a defined area who comply with specific standards. Since yesterday, we have been hearing that one thing that IPR brings to you is exclusivity. You have exclusive right to sell off, to transfer, to use, to assign, whatever it may be it patents, be it copyrights, be it trademarks. And so is the case with GIs. That's why in a broader scheme of things, frame of things, we consider that GIs are also kind of an IPR because they give you exclusivity. A little bit, GI is different from the way we have understood IPR since yesterday. This protection that is given under GI prevents others from falsely claiming the same origin or exploiting the reputation of the product, much like how trademark protects a brand or a patent protects an invention. So in the beginning, when I gave an example that if I grow grapes or mangoes in my backyard, it would be unfair to call them as Devgarh or Nasik products because they are not from there. And it would be a little unfair for the farmers or the producers over there also. GI would, in certain sense, would resemble to trademark. The trademark is created by the intellect of human being, but there is certain differences between trademarks. So yeah, GI works like kind of a trademark, but it is not trademark because as I a few minutes back said that trademark is created by the intellect of human being, while geographic indication is present and it's not created. So there is no particular one human being who is inventing something. And this is where it is different from the traditional IPR regime or law, what we understand. It is different this way. And I've also explained you because of its exclusivity, why we still consider GI as a part of IPR. Yes, of course, trademarks are generally given to single producers, which is not the case with GI. So farmers producing mangoes in Devgarh, farmers producing tea in Darjeeling, all of them would be entitled to use this GI mark of their location. So the tea coming from Darjeeling, the farmers, only those who are producing tea over there can use it. Why I'm referring Darjeeling again and again? Because it was one of the first agricultural product from India to have gotten GI. That's why. And we have n number of examples with that. Kolhapuri chappal is another there, belongs from Kolhapur. Then the laddus coming from Tirupati. And so many of them. Over course of time, we might come across few of them in discussion. But when it comes to geographical indication, unlike trademarks, it's not given to a particular. So it's not given to, for example, Haldiram. They are given, the trademark is given to their owners. And so is the case with many other businesses. So it's geographic indication. The mark, the rights is not given to a particular person, but it's given to group of people. Trademarks, another difference between GI and trademark is that trademarks are limited. there in terms of the time till which they can get protection, but GIs do not have any time limits upon them. Yes, they may be registered. The registration goes on for 10 years. The registration may be renewed after 10 years. That right is also there. But as such, once the GI right is given, it cannot be taken away. So these are some of the differences that we find between geographic indication and trademark. So despite both of them are IPRs, despite they might resemble each other, there is a difference between geographic indications and trademarks. In short, geographic indication, uh, farmers, producers, their organizations and their associations, they get at large. It is for their welfare and it's not for a particular individual. Coming to the second question as to what are the laws in India that protects GI? The first law that came into being was Geographic Indication of Goods in bracket Registration and Protection Act of 1999. All of us are signatory to the WTO and WIPO. So as a result of them only, we had this law. And there were rules later on that were framed under this act, that is GI of Goods Registration and Protection Rules of 2002, and Geographical Indications of Goods Registration and Protection Amendment Rules of 2020. So, so this is the law. But in the beginning itself, I said that this GI law, GI Act is a sui generis law. And why it's sui generis, what sui generis means, we need to understand, because very few laws in India have gotten this label, have gotten this adjective of being called as sui generis law. Sui generis signifies something that is unique, special and different, existing independently of other categories or classification. In law, it's used to identify a legal concept or a situation that is so unique that it requires its own specific legal treatment rather than being subsumed under a broader category. A sui generis intellectual property right might be created to protect a specific type of creation that does not fit neatly into existing copyright or patent framework. And that is exactly what GI is. It also does not fit itself within the traditional bifurcations or classifications of law, also of IPR law. And the reasons I have just listed few minutes back. It is not given for private property, it is given to public property. So that's why it is a sui generis law and it has to be treated like that. So whenever GI law comes up for an interpretation before courts of law, this thought is always at the back of their mind that the nature of this law is a sui generis law. It is very unique, it's a standalone law and it does not have any precedent. So very rarely you will come across a law which is so unique in its nature. And recognizing a kind of seemingly similar IPR but given to so many people is not with a particular person. You cannot transfer the rights that you have gotten under GI law. So you imagine you are a farmer from a particular place and there are certain products that are popular, that are very famous and traditionally have been very famous from your place. And one fine day, and you get a GI tag, you get an exclusive right to use that tag. You can sell off your products by tagging them that they belong from a particular place. And one fine day, you think of selling that right to someone else. Well, in traditional IPRs, you can do it. In GI, you cannot do that. Your successors can enjoy with that tag, but you cannot transfer it the way the property is transferred, the way even sometimes like mortgages are transferred or assigned or contractual obligations are transferred. That cannot happen. GI tags, rights that you get under geographic indication law cannot be transferred, but they may succeed from one generation to another. The license, the rights that you get through the license, that is there. So what to do if you are interested, you belong from a particular place, you think that there is a particular product, there's a particular way in which saris are made, they are stitched, and the material is used from Python. What if the people from Python think that, we need to really do something about this? They need to apply, because there is a registry under this GI law. You need to apply, you need to convince the registrar there that how this product is unique to the place, why the place is known for the product, and vice versa. And this registry is there, is located in Chennai, so you'll have to travel there, and the register is maintained regularly. Uh, Once registered, the registration goes on for 10 years. We have just now discussed. And uh, and if someone is playing foul, so for example, if a producer who is not from a particular place, uh, for example, there are producers. There is a place from where which is famous for its poultry. Uh, for example, Kadaknath is one of the type of a rooster, and it is very famous for its protein content. So the people belonging from that place who have been rearing those kind of roosters only have the right, and someone else cannot take away that right or cannot pass off that right. So taking another example of, imagine, because the place and the college and it's mostly it is set up, we are a part of Vidarbha, and Vidarbha is known for oranges. So imagine someone from Chennai claims to have grown Nagpur oranges in their backyard and is also exporting those oranges in the name of Nagpur oranges. So what to do? Now, this would be playing foul with the law. The people who are the real producers and the farmers in the region of Nagpur, which has gotten a GI tag also, because the oranges coming from Nagpur, they have certain texture, they have quality, they have taste, they sense in a particular way, they smell in a particular way. It would be really unfair for those farmers. So what to do? There are certain remedies, both civil and criminal, given in this law. One of when it comes to civil remedies, uh, if there has been an infringement of the GI law, that is, if someone is using a registered GI name, just like Nagpur oranges or Darjeeling tea, in a very unauthorized manner, and the goods are not belonging from that place, then it is called as an infringement. And there is something called as passing off, which is nothing but misrepresenting goods as GI, even if they have not been registered, to confuse the buyers and harm the original producer's reputation. If these two things are being happening, uh, so if these two things are being happening, then we have gotten remedies in the form of injunction, in the form of damages, and in the and yeah, injunction would mean that you will get a court order stopping the violators from using this GI name. You have gotten another remedy in the form of damages or profit. That means you can claim compensation for the losses that have occurred and for the profits also that you have lost. So these two are the civil remedies that you get under the law. There is one difference. I don't want to get too much into the technicality of the law, but yeah, it is not a mandate that GI needs to be registered. But if you have registered it, it comes with an added advantage, and you can file a suit for infringement. But if you have not registered for GI and still you are complaining that there has been certain violation and certain foul plays being played, then you can go for passing off action. So is registration mandatory? No, but whether it's advisable that registration has to be there, the answer is yes. If you are falsely giving the information to the registry, then there is criminal punishment also. There is an imprisonment and fine that can be imposed upon you. Now, uh, we have already covered three important questions. As of now, I hope and I believe that you have got an understanding of how GI is broadly, how it works. But the reason why it's important for farmers is a mute question, because geographical indications are typically used for agricultural products in many of the countries. Like in India, geographic indications are even given for handicrafts. But traditionally, in many countries, they were and they are being given only for agricultural products and not for handicrafts. So you can understand, you can imagine that how much GI law is important for farmers. So it's important for farmers because they are typically used for agricultural products, foodstuffs, wine, and spirit drinks. And of course, now in India, handicrafts and industrial products, they are important in preserving cultural heritage, promoting local economy, and ensuring authenticity and quality of products. It has been observed many cases that after the GI tag was given, for example, Mithila's now foxnut have been given GI tag. So the producers over there, the studies have shown that they were earning less. Foxnut, what we famously know this food stuff in the name of makhanas, because of their high protein content and because of their other nutritious value. Recent past, it has become very popular health diet or health snack, and it belongs from a place in Bihar. The producers over there, the farmers over there were earning very less before, but after the GI tag, they have gotten benefited immensely, and it has helped them. It is profiteering them. So that's why it is important for farmers. It is helping them to to bring a special repute to their product and to sell it in the market. It becomes easier for also to sell them in the market, and they don't have to do a lot of branding thing, because tag itself works like a brand. Now, uh, it is important to discuss uh, Dr. Bhausaheb's Deshmukh's contribution. Someone from you might say that, sir, 1965 and today is 2025. So many decades have passed. In fact, the law that came in 1999, what would be the correlation? There is a contextual relevance, and we are going to ponder upon it. We all know that Panjabrao Deshmukh, we fondly remember him as Bhausaheb Deshmukh, served as India's first union minister from 1952 to 1962. Uh, Comes from a humble family in Papal from Amravati, and a visionary leader who combined his legal expertise and earned a doctorate in law, a prestigious degree from Britain, and is known for his deep commitment to improving the lives of Indian farmers. And his tenure as agricultural minister is what we would be looking upon. He has played various roles, has been a social activist, has been a policy maker, and has left a significant mark on agricultural laws and farmer welfare in India. To name a few, his inputs supported the inclusion of entry 18 in the state list of the 7th schedule, which covered land, including the transfer and alienation of agricultural land. Now, this can be said to have empowered the states to enact landmark land reform laws like Bombay Tenancy and Agricultural Lands Act of 1948. During his tenure, he pushed for policies that led to expansion of irrigation projects, influencing state level legislation like Bombay Irrigation Act of 1879, and his collaborations with Planning Commission on the first 5-year plan prioritize irrigation infrastructure in general throughout India. So we can now assume that, and we can for sure say that his work as a policymaker, as an advocate for farmers, laid down important groundwork that indirectly influenced the development of GI-related policies and recognition of region-specific agricultural products. Yes. Now, coming back to the point that someone from you might argue that his tenure was there since, or his unfortunate demise happened in 1965, then how come his thoughts have inspired and how have they protected farmers' interest in the context of GI law? So during his tenure, the idea of legally protecting such products was not formalized in India. But his policies and initiatives have emphasized regional agricultural strengths. They invigorate farmer identity, and GI is all about that only. And promotion of local produce. Again, what we see that the object of GI law is. It does, we can say that it aligns with the ethos of GI. His introduction of Japanese method of rice cultivation, I hope has been discussed, must have been discussed a lot of times since yesterday, in 1958, was tailored to specific agroclimate zones, such as the parts in the state of Maharashtra and Eastern India. And he encouraged state agricultural departments to adapt farming techniques to the local conditions. His efforts to boost rice production in specific regions laid the groundwork for later GI tag varieties like basmati rice through the formal GI tag that came decades later. So we could not have imagined GI tag coming to basmati rice had he not pumped in, or had he not back then given a push to the rice cultivation, which he did as a minister in the World Conference on agricultural, where he also focused these methods of cultivation. So there is a clear linkage of this. Now, second clear linkage, very prominent link that I would like to mention here is Bharat Krishak Samaj, which he founded in 1955. He emphasized the link between farmers and their land. He advocated for the policies that recognize the contributions of local farming communities, such as those in Vidarbha, known for cotton and oranges. So we are known for that. And Nagpur region, Vidarbha region, later on gained the fame of Nagpur oranges, which received GI tag in 2014. Well, this occurred long after his death. His promotion of citrus cultivation and market access for Vidarbha farmers during his tenure helped establish region's reputation, setting a stage for such recognition. So there would not have been, we could not have imagined a stage where we could have claimed this tag in absence of his efforts. Now, preservation of traditional and farming knowledge. All of us know that he set up agricultural universities. For example, Punjab Rao Deshmukh Krishi Vidyapit, whereby he emphasized on research and traditional and region-specific farming practices. GI laws heavily rely on traditional knowledge as a criteria for registration, as also we discussed in the beginning, in form of like unique weaving saris, Banarsi saris, or fermentation of feni, or something like that. His efforts to preserve and document local agricultural practices, I'm sure, paved and provided a repository of knowledge for the latter GI applicants. His expansion of cooperative societies under Cooperative Societies Act of 1922, which got adapted post-independence, empowered farmers to collectively manage production and marketing. Cooperatives often are centered around regional crops, such as cotton in Maharashtra or rice in Punjab, which fosters a sense of collective and geographic identity. So all of us, we are aware of his role that he has played in shaping the agricultural policy during the formative years of independence of India, independent India. As a member of Constituent Assembly from 1946 to 1950, he has contributed to drafting of Constitution, advocating provisions that supported rural and agrarian communities, and of course the policies that he framed back then, and the initiatives that were taken up by FAO organization, uh, his authored books on food security plan of India, which spoke about integrated farming, which spoke about crops, livestock, fisheries, and forestry, etc. All of them are directly or indirectly shaping the exclusive rights and privileges that are being bestowed upon the farmers and the producing community. So with this, if any of you, will a passing thought before I end my session, that Professor M.S. Swaminathan, he has cherished, and he fondly references, cites Dr. Punjabrao Deshmukh for his market reforms, for his farmer-oriented approach, and later on his inspired policies like that of agricultural produce market committees, like APMCs. The content that I have picked up from is from constitutionofindia.net, www.mssrf.org, and www.ipi.india.gov.in and www.drpdku.ac.in, and some of the books written. So yes, so in case you want to read more about his contribution, please refer to these resources. So with this, I would stop myself over here. If there are any questions, or if anyone wants to share certain inputs, I'll be very happy to listen to them. Rather, all of us would be very happy to listen from rest of you.
Sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sir, the GI Act is made long back and it needs amendment, as many of the laws have gone amendments to it. And again, sir, the GI area specific, if that particular area persons, the age-old traditional persons, they are now either no more existing or are on the way of passing or leaving this world. And the young generation, they are more or less inclined towards moving to the foreign countries. So the laws to this extent needs amendment. As the orange of the quality of the Nagpur orange, no doubt it is good. But now the Varud and Morshi belt of Amravati district, which is known as California, has better quality of the orange. So now the Nagpur orange is just a name for the purpose, and GI tag be given to Amravati district. So for that purpose, the amendment needs to be there, sir. The laws need to be amended to that extent, because the laws, GI or the other like acts are age-old laws, and this needs amendment, sir. Again, the preparing the bhujia and all, it is considered to be inferior, and the Haldiram product or the young generation of them may not be interested in preparing bhujia, because that do not require any qualification or that thing. So more or less they may switch over to other business or may leave the country, isn't it? So the laws to this extent needs amendments, sir, in the GI tag.
Yeah. So if I can understand your question, The first is Haldirams do not have GI tag with them. That is one. Maybe trademarks. That is there. So they have gotten trademark, they have not got GI. That is one. Second, uh, in general, if we look at uh, the the aspirations of younger people, I have a mixed opinion on that. I have also seen people switching back to agriculture. Rather, there are many startups now which have understood and instead of doing a monotonous corporate job, switching to urban cities, they are going back to their own places and they have started farming. So that is there. Uh, uh, and basically, it is this object that the GI law had to achieve. Of course, when it comes to amendment, we have had 2002 amendment. We have had a very recent amendment 2 to 3 years back. Uh, uh, and the object was this only, that to protect the rights of the local producers. But when it comes to issue, uh, the younger lot migrating to urban areas, I do not think is a problem with the law. If you have any specific problem where the law is falling short, or if you think that law is not covering a particular aspect, then maybe we can think about it. Do you have, or can you come, do you think that the law is falling short of a particular aspect or is not covering a particular thing?
The laws to that extent needs change. That
Yeah,
is what I want to say.
well,
And see, the Darjeeling tea, you made a reference. No doubt the quality of the Darjeeling tea is good and the taste of the tongue cannot be compromised. But if the Darjeeling people, uh, they are least interested or want to switch over to other business, the Siliguri also, the adjoining place, be given the GI tag because it also has the same quality tea gardens.
of course.
So
Yeah, so uh, people belonging from different geographic locations, they can apply. I've already told you the procedure. The office is situated in Chennai. You have to show how the traditional knowledge is there, how the product belongs from there. Association generally approaches. It can generally a person does not register over there. But when it comes to switching of professions, the Constitution of India allows us the freedom of trade and profession. We can definitely switch our profession. It's up to the people, and it's up to the way where they can make more profits. So as far as law is concerned, we need to be an enabling law. We need to be a right-based law. We need to be a welfareistic law. Uh, it will be up to the people how they want to make it up, and how they want to cultivate, how much profits that they want to, whether they want to switch to other professions or not, other businesses or not. But as far as law is concerned, uh, evil practices, infringements, passing offs, these things should not hinder cultivators. These things should not hinder farmers, and that is what this law is taking care of.
yes, sir. Now got it. And you made a reference, sir,
Yes.
sometime back that only the successors are entitled to enjoy the benefits of GI tag, and it cannot be transferred like any other
Yeah,
contract.
you,
So, successor, if they are not interested in
yes,
now,
sorry.
many of the family members, they want to switch over to the technological aspect or are leaving the country, but they are not compatible with the traditional way of doing business, as it tarnish their image, the family image and the other aspect, because they get qualified and they don't want to enter into the business like bhujia and all such activities, isn't
Yeah,
it?
Yeah, that is there.
So this also needs amendments, sir, GI tag.
See, the law is not falling short here. I'll give you some more examples. Madhubani paintings are there. Mysore silk is there. Tharu embroidery is there. Bhagpat home furnishings is famous for their handloom. Amroha Dholak is famous because it's made of natural wood. Manipuri Tarakashi is there because it's with brass wire inlay work on wood. Sambal horn craft is there. So uh, these are all there. There is no harm in using technology, upgrading. But yeah, as far as law is concerned, it's an enabling law. And yes, of course, as the time would uh, progress, suitable amendments would be required so that at the world stage or at the world forum, we can represent our farmers and their interests.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
It's a very informative session with various examples. It was very intellectual deliberation.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes,
Thank
indeed, it was very interesting.
Sir, it is my ma'am. Shall I express
Yes,
the?
Profit. Yes,
Okay,
yes, please.
thank you. It is my privilege and honor to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the organizing committee. My first and foremost gratitude is towards Dr. Punjabrao Elias Bhausaheb Deshmukh, founder of the Shivaji Education Society, Amravati. Really, as Sir has mentioned about Dr. Elias Bhausaheb Deshmukh, that his contribution is not only in education and legal field, but in agriculture sector also. So thank you so much, sir. And also, sir, your session is really informative regarding GI, as you have explained a very broader perspective of GI, sir. Also, you explain various laws protecting GI and also highlights remedies available to the infringement of GI. It is really informative and insightful session for all the participants. Thank you so much, sir. Further, I express sincere gratitude towards our Honorable Dr. Varsha Deshmukh ma'am, Principal Dr. Punjabrao Deshmukh College of Law, Amravati, Chairperson of this organizing committee, for the constant source of enthusiasm and support. Always there is a constant support and guidance. Thank you so much, Dr. Varsha Deshmukh ma'am, for this wonderful lecture series. Thank you, Dr. Bhagyashree Deshpande, ma'am, Professor and Convener of Honorable Dr. Punjabrao Elias Bhausaheb Deshmukh Memorial Lecture Series. Ma'am, also your constant effort and coordination really remarkable. Thank you so much, ma'am. And all the technical team and all the participants, without your presence, this session should not be fruitful. So we are really grateful for gracing this event with your presence and valuable support. So thank you so much, and please stay online because further we are moving towards the valedictory section. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, Gad ma'am, for that generous introduction in the beginning and for the vote of thanks. And we look forward to many such initiatives from Varsha Deshmukh ma'am. Please keep us posted, and yes, of course, congratulations and best of luck for the rest of the program. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
It's an honor
You're being very modest and
to be
humble.
on this platform.
This is all your
Thank you.
efforts, your sincerity and hard work. Yes.
Over to Dr. Bhagyashree Deshpande, ma'am.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Archana, madam. Dr. Chaube sir is just about to join, and we will move towards the valedictory session of this Honorable Dr. Punjabrao Deshmukh Memorial Lecture Series within a few minutes.
I have already joined, madam. If whether
Yeah,
I'm able.
welcome, sir. Very warm welcome, sir.
Welcome,
You
sir.
already joined, and then we are moving towards the valedictory session of this program. And I would like to invite for conduction of program to Dr. Lakshmi Pawar, madam.
I'm already there to have an academic fest today.
Thank you, sir.
Yes,
Thank you very much.
Anand is your
Anand.
research scholar, and he has
Very good.
done
Anand,
great.
Sir,
namaste. How are
how are
you?
you? I'm good, sir. I'm good. Sir, I'm here, sir. I'm waiting for your session.
No, I was listening it on GI, a very good session, rather. And the question answer session was going on when I joined. And it is really a very good thing to see you delivering a very good lecture on this point.
Some snippets I took from your book, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, shall I start, ma'am?
Yes, yes, please.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. A warm welcome is the first sign of hospitality. So, I, Dr. Lakshmi Parihar, visiting faculty of Dr. Punjabrao Deshmukh College of Law, take this opportunity to welcome everyone to the valedictory session of Honorable Dr. Punjabrao alias Bhausaheb Deshmukh Memorial Lecture Series on Perspective of IPR in India, interdisciplinary at national level. This is an immensely exciting afternoon for all of us that we have completed all 3 technical sessions in these last 2 days. The active participation of students in these 2 days affirms that relevance and meaningfulness of this lecture series. So before beginning of this today's session, I would take few minutes to give an overview of the lecture series. In these 2 days, we took 3 technical sessions. We started the lecture series with an inaugural session, which was inaugurated by Dr. Ashok Yende sir, Mediator, Supreme Court of India, and Chief Guest, Advocate Amar Deshmukh sir, co-founder of Trulex Legal and Managing Partner, Pune. All the 3 sessions were on different topics like artificial intelligence and technology, transforming the future of legal profession, an introduction to intellectual property rights and their importance in Indian context, prospects and career opportunities in IPR, skills needed, and today we took the session on GI and laws for farmers. Further, I would say that when you are around enormous successful people, you realize that their success isn't an accident, it's about hard work. All the technical sessions were very successful, and this was all because of the participants. So thank you for all the participants for cooperation. Now, I think without any delay, we will move towards the valedictory session. So for today's session, we have with us our chief guest, Honorable Advocate Shri J.V. Patil Pusdekar sir, Vice President, Shri Shivaji Education Society. Then we have guest of honor, Dr. Vijay Kumar Chaube sir, Senior Professor and Head, Postgraduate Teaching Department of Law, Sant Gadge Baba, Amravati University. I would like to introduce our chief guest, Advocate Pusdekar sir, who holds a degree in M.Com, LLB. Sir was a former district advocate leader and a public prosecutor for 22 years in Amravati District Court, District and Sessions Court. Further, I would like to introduce our guest of honor, Dr. Vijay Kumar Chaube sir, Senior Professor and Head, Postgraduate Teaching Department of Law, Sant Gadge Baba, Amravati University. Sir hardly needs any introduction, but still I would like to take this opportunity and introduce Dr. Chaube sir. Sir, educational qualification is in BSc, LLM, MA in English Literature, MMCJ Journalism. Sir has qualified NET exam twice in law and SET in law and journalism. Sir has been awarded PhD in law and sir is also pursuing LLD. Sir has more than 20 years of full-time teaching experience. Sir has held various positions such as ex-dean of Faculty of Law, Sant Gadge Baba, Amravati University. Sir has been an ex-member of Management Council, SGBAU, member at RRC Law, and many more. Sir has published 11 books, 11 international articles, 35 national articles, and also has attended various conferences. Sir has a vast research experience, and under his guidance, 15 students have been awarded PhD. And at present, 8 students are undergoing their research. Not only this, but I think there is much more to tell about Chaube sir. So I would hold myself and we will begin today's valedictory session with the speech of our chief guest, Advocate Pusdekar sir. I
Hello, Lakshmi
request,
madam.
yes, ma'am.
Uh, Chief guest of this valedictory session, Honorable Advocate Pusdekar sir, couldn't join this meeting due to some unavoidable circumstances. Therefore, you are requested to move to the next segment of the program, that is delivery of speech by our guest of honor, Honorable Dr. Chaube sir.
Okay, ma'am. No problem. Then I will request our guest of honor, Dr. Chaube sir, to please enlighten us on the topic, that is perspective of IPR in India. Sir,
Am I audible?
yes, sir.
Whether this technology is supporting my voice?
Yes, sir. Supporting, sir.
Okay. Respected all distinguished, even Dr. J.B. Patil sir, advocate, and Pusdekar sir, who is a vice president of this institution, though could not join this session, but I think that his support is there to this entire program, because authority on the Sri Shivaji College always support this. This is rather a very good move by the principal, as she used to do. How the keep vibrant this academic thought process, and this is one of next attempt in this particular things. Your principal, Dr. Varsha Deshmukh madam, and coordinator who has done taking a lot of pain from last 2 days, Dr. Bhagrashri Deshpande madam. She has taken this particular and other my fellows. Just Anand sir was there in earlier session. Even Yende sir has did a very commendable job by introducing his thought on this particular point. Other Siraskar madam was there. I was going through, and we are also discussing yesterday about this particular conference in our department, and all other students, researchers, and advocates who are joining this particular session. Very good session rather, and a need of an hour, I will just say. So good evening to one and all. I am Dr. Vijay Kumar Chaube, and thank you, Lakshmi madam, because you have expressed very good words about me. I don't know whether I am capable to deserve this or not, but thank you very much for that. It is rather an honor and privilege for me to attend this valedictory session on a very good topic, that is the Dr. Panjabrao Elias Bhausaheb Deshmukh Memorial Lecture on the future perspectives of IPR in India. IPR, when I was at one of the institute in India, had developing this particular topic, intellectual property right. We came to know that, and we have realized that this is rather a future, because if I would have to ask that who is the richest person in the world and what exactly he is doing, taking for example Elon Musk, taking for example the Mark Zuckerberg, taking for example of Bill Gates, what actually they are doing, whether they are having the big land to their credit, where they are having the aircraft to their credit, whether they are having the big ship. No, they are having simply some type of software which they develop and they owe in their company this particular software, but which is not in nothing but a product of intellectual property, and they are the richest person because they are dealing with the intellectual property. The person who are holding the oil well in their position are not more richest. The person who is the king may not be the richest, but these people who are dealing with IPR are the most richest person in this present world. That is the best example to convince the audience that how the IPR is moving. If you are having the copyright in your hand about any movie or any book, which is the best-selling book in this world, you are the more richest and you can earn more royalty than any person who is holding the very key position in the government or anywhere else. Therefore, this perspectives for IPR is no doubt, there is no any second question to tell that it is going to dominate the future. But IPR for me is not a legal tool. It is actually the resources whereupon we can build up several things. So for example, chat GPT itself may not be the very useful unless and until you can having the knowledge of using it, developing it, and help it working for you. Now the driverless cars, the Tesla is now committed to bring such type of cars in future. That is nothing but the outcome of our intellectual labor. You can see that the highest product sale in the world, the trademark of that product is more costlier than the product itself. The brand name is more costlier, you can just see. The present day, you can just see that the Patanjali is now dominating the market, and anything, if you attach or stick up the name of the Patanjali on any product, that can be sold, because that particular trademark has developed its own brand name in the India, connecting it with the yoga and all other things. Therefore, IPR, these are some examples where we can see that this particular IPR is dominating the entire community, entire national wealth, and it is one of the instrument by which we can develop a national wealth and dominate even at an international level. If you see what is the warning point so far as India is concerned, we are producing the best student in India, but they have been transferred to the other nation. Suppose, for example, one is the several people have been joining Google, they are joining Microsoft, they are working with that, and then that particular product come back to the India. That way, we are experiencing the brain drain in India. And if we could not stop these particular things, what the British East India Company was doing earlier, they are taking the cotton from this place, manufacturing it in their companies and selling back to India. The same thing that is going to happen again and again. And this is the new type of imperialism is there through IPR. So one another things the audience must take care with while discussing about the IPR and its perspective from future's point of view is that India is the best example where we are developing our student, we are developing the good brains, we are developing the masters who can deal with the IPR, but they have been hijacked one or the other way and working for the international company. And then we are becoming the consumer company where we are become the consumers of this IPR. We are using the Microsoft, we are using other product, we are using WhatsApp and all those things, and we are merely a consumer for this particular things. So this particular state of affair we have to modify. So with this particular introduction, at the very outset, I express very heartfelt gratitude of this ongoing seminar, or we can say conferences, which has given the good platform to discuss this particular issue, which is in future, if not tackled properly, may bring our nation at a very, very unhappy position. Because in IPR particularly, take the same example that India was known for is decoding encoding the knowledge. Most of the time in past we are having so many good things are there, but it has been encoded and it is not easily possible for the public to decode it and know that particular things. Most of our traditional knowledge has been such type of encoding is there that common person cannot understand that particular things. And despite that traditional knowledge we knows in the medicine, we know in the Ayurveda, we know so many our experienced people are there that has been not properly decoded into society, and therefore we were unable and we have been deprived. The same thing you can see that in America, they have tried to patentize the turmeric, and they have also tried to patentize the neem plant, and then India come to their knowledge that this knowledge was already with India, and we are knowing the antibacterial, antifungal quality of the neem. And again, we are also knowing that how this turmeric or haldi is helpful for the health. This knowledge was already there in India, but the Western countries, which are very, very aware about it and always trying to take an opportunity to hijack such knowledge from every part of the world, they are trying to take it away. So that two incidences help us to understand that the country like India, which is having the very good legacy, very good things in their culture, in their knowledge system, but unfortunately we are unable to decode it and we are unable to bring it into the market by a commercial ways, and we are unable to, we can say that commercialization of IPR is very essential. Presuming that you are having very good knowledge, but if you are lacking the commercialization of that knowledge, it is really not at all helpful about that knowledge, because unless and until knowledge has been made so free to take its go to the air and reach to the all individual who are in need, you cannot say that that particular knowledge is really a knowledge. Otherwise, it will simply an information which has been again put into the pocket without making it available for the common people. So this knowledge system, IPR, is such particular things which decodified entire things and make this knowledge available to the people in the form of the product. Suppose, for example, you are having the book, whatever there into the book, that is called as intellectual property, right? People can read it, they can consume it, and this way the knowledge grow. People can understand views, people can understand, suppose for example, patent is there, they can understand the idea, and this way science and research get developed, and then it come into the market, and slowly it goes into the society, and then society flourish, and day by day we can just go. Pharma company also is one of the example where India is dominating, but after trips the market is a little bit very tough. So I have to connect this particular things with the perspectives of IPR. But how come Dr. Bhausaheb Deshmukh can be connected with this particular aspect? If you go back in 1932, when this particular very pious and second number society in the Maharashtra, Sri Shivaji Education Society, has been founded, he was quickly make himself aware, because his journey from the very small village of Amravati to the Britain, and taking the knowledge and coming back, studying first and all those things, was nothing but the reflection of the journey of his intellectual. And he was also his entire journey reflect that how he was committed for the knowledge and the ideas that can be taken as a basic tool for improvement and for flourishing the society. Dr. Bhausaheb Deshmukh was definitely a very good gem who has displayed that a person with commitment, with the knowledge, with intellectual, does not know any borders, does not know any boundaries, does not know any constraint, does not know anything which can deprive him to come up and explore himself beyond the border and in the sky. So this particular opportunity, the Dr. Bhausaheb Deshmukh has taken, and he has established a very good plan named Shivaji Education Society. And in Vidarbha, these particular institutions are making its imprints on every village, every area, every district, where the all colleges are working very good, and definitely creating and making the platform of educational academics exchange, and definitely making this particular students of this Vidarbha area a very good one to flourish. So in that way, I can just say that Bhausaheb Deshmukh in this particular region can be credited for quickly understanding the importance of the knowledge, quickly understand how these particular things help the society to grow, how we can achieve the sky with the help of knowledge. And he has quickly made this institution as a platform to develop the IPR. He could have done very good with the business, because he was having agricultural land to his credit. He might have earned so many things, but that particular crop and all those things is maybe extinguished, or we can say that it will vanish in after some time. It does not last long. But intellectual property is such a things which is having an incremental, we can say, advancement at every stage. If you make a bike, if you make a bicycle, you can able to make a motorcycle. From that knowledge, you can able to grow the motorcycle. From that, train and so on and so forth are in play. So this is the intellectual property right. Always boost the person and society and community to multiply their wealth, their knowledge, and continuously help their life make more comfortable. So this particular IPR is having the great perspective. And if such conferences from the school that has been established by Dr. Bhausaheb Deshmukh is really one of the best example where from we can develop a very good platform for perspectives of the future IPR. So this IPR is nothing but, I will just say that it is a dynamic legal and socio-economic instrument. Intellectual property is definitely it is the instrument that you can help to multiply the knowledge, multiply the resources, and with the help of technology. Take for example, if you would have visited the library in past, that library of 3 to 4 story library is there in Amravati University. Our library is a 3-story, and the building is having more than 30,000 square feet, and several shelves are there, several books are there. You need to move into the corridor and between the shelf to find out the good books. But the same thing is possible to be restored into the one pen drive of having few inches, and putting that pen drive to your computer, you can search n number of books, n number of we can say that keywords, you can just find it out. Therefore, technology with the help of IPR not only help you to save your time and we can say that energy, but it also help having the added features. For example, you can put any book in audio mode, and by keeping your eyes closed, you can read and just enjoy books or audiobooks or anything. If you wanted to listen the music, the IPR is there. It will automatically find it out, your liking and disliking, everything are there. Now communication has been taken to the new height with the help of IPR. WhatsApp and Facebook is another example where this technology can be taken help, and you can have a very creative one. You can make a reels, you can put it, upload it, and share with your friends, show what is your expression, what you like, what you do not like, and you can also emote in this particular group where from the people can understand. Earlier, it was very tough to know that where is the people, what they do. It is very tough to know about these other people. But now communication has make you possible that you can within a second express your emotions, put it on your status or in the WhatsApp group or on the tag to your friend, put it on the Facebook, and again make a reel and send it to the Instagram, or sometimes you can express your reactions on the Twitter or X also. So this type of IPR has make the things totally different one. Borders are now nowhere the constraint for the persons. Comparing it with the offline communication was quite tough. It was quite costly also. And I remember that in 1990 or 2000, it was very tough to put any news into the newspaper and tell your friend that I have been passed net examination, I secured the first position in UPSC and something. Today, you just put it on your WhatsApp group, you can circulate it, and you can tag anybody, and it will be aired within a fraction of time. So IPR has make you the publisher also. IPR make you the possible tools has been given to you where you can just express yourself. Even that nowadays data, big data analysis is also very good, and chat rooms are now knowing all these things that what you think. For example, now this Facebook or other groups are also trying to analyze what you serve. If suppose you wanted to serve the hotel into the Delhi, it automatically understand that what is your interest are, and automatically provide advertisement and information regarding that. If you wanted to search one book, the similar book, information about those books can be provided by the software. Big data analysis is now no problem for these particular softwares. They can find it out. If you wanted to the search engine into the database that what is the provision for arresting the person at midnight, and that too to the woman, is there any provision, can we do this or that? Automatically computer will help you to give the citations and references whether this action can be supported or not, and what laws are warranted to execute this phenomena. So in short, we can say that the IPR is nowadays a wonder. It depends upon how you take. Means it is the socio-economic instrument. And take for example, I will give you the best example. The cost analysis, if we calculate, in when we had been a student and we have to take the photograph into the gathering, we have been charged for the camera as well as for the reel, and then we have to go to the Photoshopy where we can make the positive and negative developer and all those things, and it was little bit costly. But taking the thousands of photographs nowadays into the gathering is not an issue at all, because provided that if I am having the memory in my mobile, and now I can take a reel, I can memorize, I can keep, restore, I can retrieve. This all possibility is possible with the help of IPR. So in positive sides, IPR is really such a boon to the society if you wanted to take its benefits. And definitely from the perspective of this IPR, it is really, really very good. So far as if you are really having good intention and you are really wanted to execute it for your doorstep, there are several legal legislations are there. Copyright Act 1957, Patent Act 1970, Trademark Act 1990, as discussed by earlier resource person, Geographical Indication Act, Semiconductor and Layout Design Act. Such acts are there which protect all these things. Apart from that, information technology is also there, which try to regulate by way of hacking and all those things. Laws are there where this networking and information movement on the internet can be regulated. This is the one particular part where really we can praise that where the society is moving. It is very, very easy. Even old people, take for example, earlier it was very tough for old people to spend the time. Now I can just see that a few of our old citizens are either playing the game of their interest, or they are looking to the videos or any reels, or they can chat directly with their grandson in America and make themselves happy and all those things. They can have their own groups. So that is very good instrument to pass the time and all those things. So these are the things which I can say that very good things of IPR, and it is reflected into the society. Security feature, applications, CCTV are another few things where we are going to improve our security aspects and making the things far better. So these are some positive things in future which we can deal with. So these are the things. For example, we can just say, as already been discussed by several earlier speakers. For example, Shita Siraskar has discussed about the career opportunity in this particular things. Nityanand Pandeyji from Raisoni College has also discussed this particular aspect. Anand Rao, definitely he is very good one and master in this particular area also discussed. So these are the positive sides of IPR. But it would be injustice on the audience if I am trying to only cover the positive aspects, and while discussing the perspective of the IPR from future point of view, do not put this assertion on this platform that IPR2 is also having its bad sides. Few aspect, particularly security aspect, in the morning session, we had a very hot discussion about this new act where the paper has been leaked, where the new instrument has been used by the student. Plagiarism has been done. Now this information has been manipulated, and you are just people are using this particular information as if they are created this information. Such type of act is also there. When I was doing my PhD in cyber law, I have been told by the people that technology will make your life very easy and it will be very, very helpful for spreading the knowledge. But technology is also equally important in spreading the misconceptions and committing for using this particular technology for committing crime. Pornography might be the best example where the persons are using this particular technology for consuming such a product which is not good for them. Child pornography is even more serious, and most of the time these IPR platforms are being used for the women to harass and make any information about them public. Therefore, you can see that even Facebook is good, but most of the time people do not keep their profile open. It is always been lack, and only the person who is a friend into their list can open and see their details. So these are the another example where IPR is also having the bad things, and we are witnessing that each and every things that come into this world. For example, even the simple rifle is there. It can be used for protecting yourself. At the same time, it can be held or used as a weapon to kill another. The same way, IPR is also. Privacy is the very big issue in this. If you are using ChatGPT, ChatGPT is also using you for its own purpose. If you are using Facebook, remember that Facebook is also using you, what you do, because they are not working free of charge. Your information, your knowledge, what you like, what you dislike, is nothing but their resources. Your friend list is their resources. Take for example, Truecallers. What Truecallers get back from you is your, we can say that your contact list. Suppose for example, if Facebook, why Facebook is more powerful tools, because it can also influence the mindset of the people, and these particular softwares are in democracy, are being used in conditioning the mind of the people. Therefore, during, if you are better citizen, just analyze what post do you receive during elections. So it is also sometimes the threat to the democratic setup of the notions, because if misconceptions has been spread and the conditioning of mind of the people has been narrated in that way, they can even kill each other. You cannot, if you are a sensible man, you cannot kill another person, because you know what is the consequences. But if I pour some more religious input in you and try to convince you that the another person is nothing but threat to your religion, you might kill that another person, forgetting about the consequences and considering yourself very great patriotic person to do all these things. So how conditioning of mind is possible through IPR is another issue, where the academician and participant of this nation, this particular conference, may research upon. So there are so many such things are there, which in future perspective of the IPR, we have to very closely monitor. I am really telling you that IPR is definitely to some extent. For example, the new generation, you can see, find it out that they are more knowledgeable. They are more easily operate the IPR. At the same time, they knows better information than we had been when our childhood was there. They know better things. They know what is the systems and all those things, because they have been exposed to the IPR. Provided that if we systematically and structured manner able to regulate this IPR in cyberspace, we can definitely make this instrument more powerful, and we can get resourceful for our community. So these are the problem that we have to understand, both pros and cons of these particular things. While discussing these particular things, my one more great suggestion is that definitely we are having the laws, and IPR is not a problem, because India was the signatories in 1883 Paris Convention and 1886 Bern Conventions. From that, the India was having the laws. India was definitely knowing about the IPR. In India, the language was monopolized. One particular language can be used by one specific people. From ancient India, monopolization of something was very, we can say, even in the caste system, this knowledge was monopolized and decoded, encoded with a specific caste, that this particular caste can use this particular knowledge and this particular technology. That India was knowing, rightly or wrongly, that is another debatable issue. But we are knowing these particular things. But till is there. Though in 2016, national IPR policy has been launched, but the things that come in consonance with the development in other laws, in consonance with the national IPR policy, has not done, unfortunately, till date. Whatever we are having our policy, suppose for example, we are having the national policy that women must be empowered, then our laws, our educational systems, our family laws regulating it, education to the woman, that is their domestic violence, these laws must be modified accordingly what we wanted to achieve to the policy background of India. So if we are having the woman empowerment to our as one of the objective, our legislation, our educational system, our social parameter, social connectivity must be designed in that way gradually, so that we can achieve that particular goal. If we are having the national IPR policy, which has been designed to develop the IPR so that nation can be get benefited in future, we first have to stop our brain drain. We must develop the opportunity I think that in India, one basic problem is that we are having a lot of information, but how to channelize this information, how to make this information a tool for growth, tool for development, tool for prosperity. That link, I think that we have been definitely lacking. Take for example how we take the benefit of this social networking group, how we operate, why we use. I can just see that now the time come that the student or even teacher or user of the social media must be taught that how they should use these tools, how much time, screen time they can spend, can be easily find it out. They are spending lot of time to spend for looking to the reels that may sometimes not be relevant to them, and they don't know that what type of reels are there where they are going to be an educated one, or it is sheer amusement purpose, and they are spending a lot of time on that. Because when you pour yourself into social media, it takes around 23 minutes to come out of it and pour your mind into something else. Therefore, this type of literacy to use the IPR tools, rather than you should not be slave for that, you should be the master. You must dictate that what type of technology IPR you should use. You should not be become the slave for that. This type of we can that the systematic exploration of policies is very essential. Unfortunately, this things has been missed into the National IPR Policy 2016. Coming back to the originality of that particular person who was visionary into the nature, Dr. Punjabrao Deshmukh, he was having in his mind that his Vidarbha region must flourish like anything. Therefore, he would have the great future at India level. But still, he has been rooted deeply into this area. He has thought, therefore, he has planted a very good plant, very good species plant. Rather, we can say the tested and research after research, he has planted Sri Shivaji Education Society in this area, whose tentacles has been reached now to the deeply rooted remote areas also. And now time is there where we can just assess and we can find it out that how we can have the good fruit of this particular institutions, which can help in nation building and definitely make our community more secure for the futures. Because knowledge is definitely power, but protected knowledge even is the more secured way to enjoy this particular power. It is not that it will corrupt your mind, but it will help you to make your mind more productive, creative, and definitely sensitive towards the development into the society. So these perspective of the IPR, in short, I can definitely will able to tell so many things already. The resource person has express their views. They are more brilliant and their approach was really very good. As we can say that as a student and a scholar, my advice is that you must choose this part. Whenever you come across with anything, let's take for example information, because information is a basic byte of IPR. Suppose for example you are knowing anything, if you are using the pen, it is having more than 25 to 30 IPRs. It is having the name on the company's name on the pen is a trademark. Then ink inside it maybe get patented. Now shape has been patented by design. Now it's the top of that needle may have another patent. Then it's way there are so anything that has been photographed and whatever there in the pen may be protected by copyright. So single pen, when you come across with any particular things, try to analyze it, try to correlate that particular things with you. Do not use anything without connecting that particular things. If you are using even the single shoes, try to understand that these shoes right now which you are wearing has the contribution of thousands of people. Its sole might be different one. Its sole might be having the, we can say that the buffer or springs. Its lace is something different. Its color, its manufacturing product may be different. So anything you can touch. Take for example, right now you are in front of your terminals, in front of your desktops or mobile. These come into your hand after the long input given by the so many IPR, we can say IPR soldiers, we can just use this word. They have contributed. Therefore, you are here able to fortunately to witness this particular things, and you are able to at one particular place sitting into your room or into the college, you are able to witness and become the participant in this program. So I will just advise, rather a very good advice, rather than telling so many provisions about the IPR. Valedictory session is definitely not a lecture series, part of the lecture series. I may be accused for this, I am started lecturing you, that is not the part of this. But being a teacher, even the chief guest at the valedictory section, I cannot stop myself to deliver a few kind of things. For that, I beg my pardon from the organizers. I will only tell you, if you are really sensible about IPR, watch any IPR product and apply your mind that what incremental advantage you can give. If you are able to do that, I think that in few days you are really became the very good person who can understand the IPR. Generally, we are the consumers of the IPR. We cannot deliberately discuss, understand the IPR, and particularly this tendency I have seen into the Germany. If you take any pen to the Germany, they are having the tendency that no, we will not use up others, we will develop our own. So this tendency not only help yourself, not only help to grow IPR into your nation, but create a sense of dignity to have our own IPR contribution in the growth of the nation, growth of the community, growth of yourself. IPR is such tools will definitely help you in doing this particular things. At the last moment, I know that all you might have been now wanted to rush to your another engagements. But before that, I wanted to, and before I move from this place, I wanted to express my gratitude, a great thanks to the institution like Sri Shivaji Education Society and one of the branch of it, the Dr. Panjabrao Deshmukh College of Law, which is also my alma mater, and all organizers, including principal and definitely Dr. Bhagyashree Deshpande madam for organizing this particular thing. And still I can able that around 140 people are still joining. And I don't know whether my lecture is repetitive one or not, but definitely for your patience listening, I must express my thanks to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot for a wonderful session. And you have very wonderfully and nicely some of the perspectives of IPR in India. Thank you so much, sir.
Sir, actually, your speech could very well be considered as presidential address, because you have covered almost all things very remarkably. And I think it is mere a formality now to
I know
give a
that
presidential.
these words from the Didi, definitely I can take it as a, we can say that अच्छा है ये तो आप बोल रहे हैं, आपका ये है इसलिए बोल रहे हैं. I don't know what
because
your
you are
audience
our
will-
proud alumnus.
But your audience thinks is more
proud
important.
alumnus. And you are very well read in the IPR, so you can speak volumes on the IPR. Yes, yes.
Thank you
Carry
very much.
forward the yes. I'm very happy to have you. I mean, the P.D.C.L. don't go without Dr. Chaube, sir, because you are a guiding light for
But
us.
you put always into our frustration that so many programs have been conducted by PD College and people are
No,
now
sir. No, sir.
accusing us.
Indeed, it is a pleasure to have you for all the programs. Okay. Thank you
Yes,
so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. It was a very informative speech. Thank you for sharing such a great perspectives of IPR, how it benefits the society. It was great listening to you, sir. Thank you so much. Now, I would like to request a person who is a fountain of enthusiasm, who always gives us new and creative ideas to all of us. None other than our chairperson, Dr. Varsha Deshmukh ma'am, principal of Dr. Panjabrao Deshmukh College of Law, Amravati. I request ma'am to please deliver her speech.
Thank
Varsha,
you.
ma'am.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Am I
You're
audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, you are
Am I
audible.
audible?
Yes, ma'am,
Yes,
you are
ma'am, you're
audible.
audible.
Okay, thank you, thank you. At the outset, I extend my heartfelt salutation to the great educationist, Reverend Dr. Panjabrao alias Bhausaheb Deshmukh, fondly known as Bhausaheb. We call him Bhausaheb, The visionary and contribution to the nation, social reforms, and it continues to inspire the generations. His unwavering dedication to the knowledge, intellectual field, whether it is an empowerment of his fellow, indelible mark on the society, and it serves as a guiding light for all of us and generation to generations. All the eminent speakers of this 2 days lecture series, memorable lecture series. Yesterday we have celebrated, not celebrated, but the Bhausaheb's Memorial Day, and adorable Education Minister, Mr. Bavanpure, promised us that we will declare the Bharat Ratna and we will request the central government to give the Bharat Ratna to Punjabrao Deshmukh, because his huge work, not only to the education field, but may it be the agricultural, may it be the reforms in the Maharashtra, farmers, each and every field, he contributed a lot. It is both honor and a privilege to be before you for this closing ceremony, valedictory ceremony, which is intellectually enriching and thought-provoking memorial lecture series in honor of our visionary, Dr. Bhausaheb Punjabrao Deshmukh, who was a pioneer in education, agriculture, and nation building. This lecture series was not merely a tribute to his legacy, but a bridge connecting his timeless vision with the evolving dimensions of modern law and technology. Though the term like IPR, AI, artificial intelligence, geographical indication, GI, did not exist during the time of Dr. Bhausaheb's, his commitment to a self-reliant, progressive India resonates deeply with the spirit of today's technology, that is AI, IPR, and we are deeply honored to have with us Dr. Chaube sir, Dr. Raut, Anand Raut, who has contributed a lot to this lecture series and to adding to the knowledge of IPR. For the inaugural session, we had Ashok Yande sir, who was the, he held many prestigious posts, and mainly both the speakers, even Dr. Advocate Amar Deshmukh, they are keenly associated with the Shri Shivaji Education Society. Both of them have graduated, taken education from Shri Shivaji Education Society, and their outstanding association means a lot to us. Their dedication to academic excellence and the legal empowerment is praiseworthy. Then we had a Nityananda Pandey sir, who is the dean to the G.H. Raisoni University, brilliantly laid the foundation of our discourse by demystifying the intellectual property rights and highlighted their various categories, that providing our students and faculties with the crucial insight into the dynamic field. We are immensely proud of our alumni, Dr. Shweta Shirsagar, who worked continuously to make waves. Her book, her discourse was really very guiding to the new generation. It was apt to the present time, that her return to our institution as a scholar and a speaker was a moment of great pride for all of us. Anand, again, I have no words to express the plight of farmers and the potential of the geographical indications, GI, to empower and protect the farmers. It is a great concern that the farmers, the growing suicides of farmers are alarming now for all of us to take note and for the avoiding the farmer suicides. Of course, his research and advocacy reflect the kind of legal intervention our country needs to align tradition with the innovations. I think it is a time for them to reach to the farmers and know them that the GI is there for the protection of their uh, specialty and their products, for their products. As we conclude, I would like to remind our students and the young legal minds that the legacy of Dr. Punjabrao Deshmukh is not just something to remember, it is a call to action. It urges us to think beyond the conventional, to apply the law in the service of society, and to constantly adapt to the ever-changing landscape of the rights, responsibility, and the reforms. Let this lecture series be not just an event, but the beginning of a deeper inquiry, purposeful learning, and a renewed
Ma'am, I think there is some technical problem.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Shall we wait for 2 minutes?
Just for a moment, wait for her, and then we will proceed for the formal vote of thanks segment.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
There is some technical issue from Dr. Varsha Deshmukh. ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, then we will proceed to the last segment of this session.
There was a technical glitch, and I apologize for that. I congratulate Dr. Deshpande Madam for her endeavor to make this lecture series a successful. I,
Thank
from
you,
bottom
madam.
of my heart, thank everybody who have contributed for the success of this lecture series, and all the eminent speakers for their contribution to the DRPDCL. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your kind words. Thank you so much. As we have now reached to the end of the valedictory session, I would say that there is an end to everything, but we believe there is never an end, but always a beginning. So everyone has talent. What's rare is the courage to follow it. If you are not prepared to be a wrong, you will never come up with anything original. So now I request Dr. Bhageshri Deshpande, Madam, Professor and Chief Convener for the formal vote of thanks.
Madam, before that, one announcement. All the participants are requested to attend the international conference to be held on tomorrow, 12th April, on environmental sustainability and the human rights, emerging trends, challenges, and legal frameworks. Kindly attend that. That is, again, we have another wonderful session, more knowledgeable session. So I request everybody to attend the international conference. It will help you to for your API also, and for the PhD scholars who are appearing for the course. So kindly attend international conference as well. Now over to Madam.
Yes, thank you, madam. Good evening to all. At the outset, I submit my humble and sincere tribute and salute to Honorable Dr. Punjab Rawliya's Bhausaheb Deshmukh sir, founder president of Sri Shivaji Education Society and a pragmatic philosopher. I am thankful to Honorable Harshavardhan Deshmukh sir, President of Sri Shivaji Education Society Amravati and Chief Patron of Honorable Dr. Punjabrao Alias Bhausaheb Deshmukh Memorial Lecture Series on Perspectives of IPR in India, interdisciplinary at national level and scheduled on 10th and 11th April 2025. I am grateful to the respected members of the management and life members of Sri Shivaji Education Society Amravati for their constant encouragement and support for the organization of academic programs. Honorable dignitaries, guests, delegates, participants, students, teachers, principals, lawyers, law teachers, and beloved principal of our college, I, Dr. Bhagyasri Deshpande Navlaki, is there to propose formal vote of thanks on the virtual platform of Honorable Dr. Punjabrao Ilyas Bhausaheb Deshmukh Memorial Lecture Series on Perspectives of IPR in India, Interdisciplinary at National Level, scheduled on 10th and 11th April 2025. I express my sincere thanks from the bottom of my heart to Honorable Inaugurator of Program, Dr. Ashok Ende sir, who has enlightened us on artificial intelligence. I am thankful to Chief Guest of inaugural session, Advocate Amar Deshmukh sir, who has highlighted on the contribution of Dr. Honorable Dr. Bhausaheb Deshmukh for the progress of nation. I extend my thanks to resource person of technical sessions, respected Dr. Nityananda Pandey sir, Dr. Shweta Shiraskar madam, and Advocate Anand Raut sir, who have enlightened us with different topics related to intellectual property rights, including the perspectives of IPR in India, uh, prospects of and career opportunities for the students in the field of IPR, and also geographical indications and law for farmers. I would like to extend my humble thanks to Honorable J.V. Patil Pusdekar sir, Vice President, Sri Shivaji Education Society Amravati, for his constant encouragement for the organization of this program. Uh, Due to some unavoidable circumstances, he couldn't join today's meeting. He always encouraged us for the whole organizing team for the organization of this Honorable Dr. Punjab Rawliya's Bhausaheb Deshmukh Memorial Series. I am grateful to respected Dr. Vijay Kumar Chaube sir for his contribution in valedictory session of program as a guest of honor, and Dr. Chaube sir has very nicely summed up the perspectives of IPR in India and delivered a wonderful speech as usual. So I would like to extend special thanks to Honorable Dr. Chaube sir. I am also thankful to Principal of our college, Dr. Vasha Deshmukh Madam, Chairperson of this program. I express my thanks to the members of organizing committee, Dr. Chaitanya Guge sir, Dr. Renu Talukar Madam, Dr. Archana Augad Madam, Dr. Lakshmi Pawar Madam, for their sincere efforts to make Honorable Dr. Punjabrao Deshmukh Memorial Lecture Series successful. I extend my thanks to teaching and non-teaching staff members and technical team, especially Sri Praveen Bhau Misal. I would like to express my sincere thanks to all the participants because without their support, the program could not be successful. So I am thankful to all the participants and delegates uh, who have joined this program from the various parts of India. From the bottom of my heart, I express my sincere thanks to the participants and delegates and dignitaries for making the program successful. Last but not the least, I am thankful to all who have directly or indirectly contributed to make the program, that is Honorable Dr. Punjab Rawliya's Bhausaheb Deshmukh Memorial Lecture Series on Perspectives of IPR in India, interdisciplinary at national level, organized on 10th and 11th April 2025. Thank you so much. Thanks to all, and thank you. Now, feedback link will be shared in the chat box, and all the participants are required and requested to submit that feedback form. And with the permission of chairperson, I hereby declare that the Honorable Dr. Punjab Rawliya's Bhausaheb Deshmukh Memorial Lecture Series on Perspectives of IPR in India is concluded. Thank you. Thank you so much.